Ariana Grande and her soon-to-be husband Pete Davidson found themselves in some controversy after a joke that the comedian made last year resurfaced about the tragedy in Manchester. And people are losing their shit. So we're just gonna take a look at the comments and people's thoughts on their relationship and the joke. A fan tweeted saying, "I respect Ariana and I want her to be happy and everything, but she was just broken after the Manchester bombing. So I don't know why she is still with Pete. Like, yeah, he made that joke a while ago, but like it's not funny, it's just rude. This is my opinion." Ariana responded by saying, "This has been very tough and conflicting on my heart. He uses comedy to help people feel better about how f***ed up things in this world are. We all deal with trauma differently. I of course didn't find it funny. It was months ago and his intention is never malicious, but it was unfortunate." Very well put, and I actually agree with her. Another fan says, "I love Ariana, but sis, why are you out here defending Pete Flop Davidson for cracking jokes about Manchester when that moment left so many of your fans dead and affected you so much?" Another fan tweeted, "Pete Davidson made fun of the Manchester bombing, bragged about his big and Ariana's tight pussy, said being engaged to Ari is like winning a prize, only ever comments on how hot she is, not her personality." Well, duh, that's his fiance. What man isn't gonna brag about his soon-to-be wife's pussy? Like, what man? What man's not? Do you not know how men talk? And then on top of that, what's so wrong with him saying that being engaged to her is like winning a prize? I don't think he meant it in an objectifying way, but of course, like, people don't like him, so they're just gonna take that and run with it. I just think the man meant that he's lucky to have her. It's not that deep. And on the last part, why is it so wrong that he's going around telling his girl how hot she is? Like, why is that so wrong? They obviously have a mental connection. If they wouldn't be engaged, they wouldn't have matching tattoos, and they just wouldn't be together. So why is that such a big deal? Christine Sideco added her 2 cents saying, "I refuse to believe I'm the only one who thinks Ariana and Pete Davidson are super cringy. Doesn't this have a croc tattooed on her? And she's talking about cringy? She has a whole croc tattooed on her. She has no room to talk about cringy. No room." And this is Ariana and Pete's side. She just defines cringy. She has no room to talk. No room to talk about anything cringy because she embodies it. And then another fan tweeted, "Remember when an interviewer made a comment about Ariana and Mac immediately told him not to disrespect his girl like that? And now we had Pete Davidson talking about how he won a contest by being engaged to her. He never even started. Hashtag Pete Davidson is over party." Honestly, there's literally nothing that he said that was wrong regarding the contest remark. People are just ready to cancel him so bad. They want to get those retweets. They want to get those likes. So they're just going to take what he said, an innocent thing he said, and run with it. Try to get Ariana to feel guilty for loving the person that she's engaged with. Another fan tweeted and said, "Ariana Grande surely deserves someone better than a guy who jokes about his father who died in 9/11, Manchester terrorist attack, and thinks doing crack is sick." Is doing crack not sick? What? That just shows people are nitpicking. You're really mad at this man for saying doing crack is sick? They just made it seem like crack is the healthiest thing on earth. You know, we can't get enough of that. So doing it is not sick at all. Can't even apologize for the people offended by his joke, and Ari's out here making sure he doesn't get dragged. Shaking my head. And my thoughts on this is that y'all did not care then. Y'all bringing this up a whole year later when he's with Ariana. Just because. And what's so wrong with him joking about his own father that died in 9/11? That's probably his coping mechanism. Comedy is many comedians' coping mechanism. That's why some of their sad stories, tragic stories, they blend it into comedy so it won't be so tragic to them. And the same goes for everyday people. People just don't understand. Comedy really has no boundaries. There's so many more offensive jokes, and to say she should break up with him because of a joke, no. He's a comedian. There's so much more to a relationship than breaking up over a joke. Now, I do understand how it could be insensitive towards some people. However, it's dark humor. It's everywhere. Tons of people love it. Some people don't like it. I personally love dark humor, but to a certain extent. Like, I'm not all the way just diving in. But I do love dark humor. The stuff I say sometimes is really bad. But, you know, I say it with my people, with the people who know I'm joking, with the people who enjoy my jokes as well. And that's what Pete was doing. He was saying it to his audience. This wasn't for a general public type thing. This was for his audience, and people who find this type of humor funny.